Hey guys, I don't know. I don't have the chat window up. Let's see. I need music. Let's turn that down. Hey Sean, how are you? Nice unicorn, Sean. Okay, let me share this out. Why does it do that? It doesn't let me. So strange. Oh, that's why. So not tech savvy. Hey Kelly Talbot, how are you? I'm good. I was just on the phone and hanging out, and then I realized what time it was. I've been trying to upload this damn pick a card all day long. Literally, I'm not sure what my internet's gonna do tonight because I'm still uploading to YouTube. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't mean to call it a damn pick a card, but it's like I've been uploading it since this morning. I don't know if it's my internet is bad or my upload is just hideously slow. So I'm hoping that it doesn't affect the broadcast. Oh God, I look hideously rough today. Oof. Anyways, share to group, Dan. Wake up, bitch. Wake up! Let's write a message. You all are needing to watch me right now. One second. Alright, that's it. That's everybody, I think. Let's close that. I think I'm all shared out on my end. What are you guys saying? Hey, Teresa Barker, how are you? Well, it's just like, it's not that I'm frustrated as much as I'm just worried that it's going to affect now. I still need to do 2 more forecasts. One for the 29th, and then I need to do March 1st because I'm coming back on the 29th. So the evening of the 29th, and I need to have it ready for the Patreon page early so I can release it on the Patreon. Thank God I did the forecasts for the 28th, the 27th, and the 28th yesterday. So I was going to do this pick a card today, the 29th, and the 1st, and be wrapped up so that I could travel because I leave tomorrow. And this pick a card has taken forever to upload, not just to YouTube. It took forever to upload into the editing thing, then it got in editing, and then I had to upload it to my computer, and then from my computer to YouTube. And it's just dragging. I want to say it's at like 91% now. I don't know. Let me look. It's close to done. Oh shit, I just closed that window. I suck at computers. Okay, let me see here. Where are you at? Oh, it's so close, but I think it's lying because it was at 100% done like a while ago, and then it went back to 81% done and started back downloading again. So I don't trust this. It says 93% of video uploaded. So, and then I don't know. Whatever. You can't control. It's Mercury. It's Mercury's in Gatorade. You know, like what can you do? I need a hat. People think my hair is ugly, so I need a hat. How are you guys? Tell me about you. How's your day? Hi, Angie Lynch. I'm doing charm readings for $25, Angie. If you want to send over payment, let me give you the thing. I'll give you a charming for $25. Last night was free card night. Hey, Donna House and Deacon, how are you? This is my PayPal. If you want, you can send me money. I love it when people send me money. I do charmings for it. So tonight is my night to, hey Kai Sunshine, how are you? Tonight is my night. If anybody wants to buy a charming, hopefully I make a little bit of money. If not, I can always just sign off and try and get these damn forecasts done. So we'll see. It's all up to you guys. Hey Kelly Camp, how are you? So yeah, so that's what I was doing, and then I had to run to Athens today, and I did some grocery shopping and ran some errands, and it was a good day, but I thought like I could leave and go, and I would come back and my video would be uploaded, and then I could start doing the other videos. I did end up doing a private reading tonight, surprisingly, which was great. Part of the reason why I did the private was because I was busy uploading. If I was going to originally not take the private reading, but somebody called me at the last minute or texted me at the last minute, and she was like, can you do a reading? I need a reading. I was like, yeah. Because I really need to shoot the 29th and the 1st. Like, I need to do it tonight before I go to bed. But at least if I shoot it onto my computer, I can edit it in New Jersey and then upload it to YouTube from there. So I'm gonna have to do those, get those done. Hey Tracy, how are you? Good morning. Where are you, Tracy? Why are you saying good morning? It's not morning. Girl, where are you? Are you all the way in Australia? Or we probably had this conversation last night. Your day was celebrating your middle son's birthday, even though he is not here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oof. I'm terribly sorry to hear that, Kelly. Oh yeah, that's right, you're in Perth. That's right, Tracy. I love your city. This is what it's like dealing with a psychic with dementia, Tracy. Get used to it. Yeah, it's been, I don't know. I want this upload to finish. Mary Lyman's like, I got all my work done. Oh, you didn't mean he passed. Oh, thank God. Kelly Talbot, oh, I thought you meant he passed. I thought you meant like he's not here with us any longer. That's why I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, oh, what a tough day. He's serving, he's in the service. Okay. Thank God for that. Hey, Ashley Leonard, how are you? Hey, Natalie Brown, how are you? Hi, Eleanor Thomas, how are you? Tonight is Charm Night, guys. For those of you that are new, it's Charmings tonight, and it is $25. If you use this link, the Linktree link, that gives you my PayPal. You will send me $25. I will do a charming for you. Tonight is my night to make money. I do this on Wednesdays and Friday nights. Last night was free card night, so I don't mean to be brutish about it, but I spent over 2 hours of free service last night. So tonight is not about doing free cards. Tonight is about doing paid charmings, if anybody wants one. Hey, Lisa Vanderhelm, how are you? Hey, Karen, how are you? Karen, do you want to cash in your February charming? For being a Patreon subscriber? If you would like, we could do that, because February is coming to an end, girl. Nayanka. Shut up, Andrew. Because if you want, I can do a charming for you, Karen. Charm reading? Okay, Ashley, let me show you. I gotta change my camera. Hold on one second, guys, because I forgot to adjust it. gonna work. Let me see, is that didn't change it, did it? No, it didn't. 1 second, guys. I gotta change the camera to show you what a charming is. So charm reading is with charms. And it is, let me flip this. This is my, let me take you to show you my box. This is the charm box, right? This is the top of the box, okay? Let me open this up for you. Let me open up my box for you. 1 second. Excuse me. I have like the sense of humor of like a 12-year-old, guys. I'm just warning you now. All right, let me adjust this camera. See all those charms in that? That's not good. Let's see. That's kind of okay. All of these charms are in here, right? There's all kinds of different stuff in here. And it all has different meanings for me. And where it falls on the board will have a different meaning also. I feel like this camera's all wonkified. Oh, did one of you guys knock the thing? Maybe you did. And maybe that's what they did. That's better. There we go. So what happens is I'll dig in here until, I'll dig in my box until it says like go, and then I drop them on here and I tell you what I see. I tell you the story. That's a little bit out of focus, but I'll tell you the story of what I see in the charms. That's how that works. So, and there's all sorts of different sort of things in the charm box that will come out. Tracy, you can cash in yours, yes. You're one of my 3333s, right? So yes, you can. And Karen wants to cash in hers. Okay, perfect. Good. Then let's do this. Let's get you guys taken care of. All right, so Karen wants a past life, and then Tracy, you need to let me know what you want, okay? And Ashley, you can now watch. This is what's going to happen with a charm reading. So let's do a past life for Karen. I'm not using the new board tonight, Lisa. It just takes up too much space. You're welcome, Karen. Thank you for being a Play Karen subscriber. Okay, so this is Karen's past life charming. Melinda Ann McMahon, thank you. How are you? Beautiful. Thank you for the beautiful. Charmings are $25 if you want to send over money. Here is the link. Oh, something went wrong. Try reloading the page. No, don't do that to me. Oh, God, no. Oh, there it goes. That's the link, guys. All right, now let me look at this. I got to pay attention to the charm board. Interesting that we have Vishnu right here in the center. He's like, sort of like the Hindu god, seated Vishnu. I feel like this is even though this is Vishnu and he represents India, right? Or like would represent sort of Indian culture to me. I feel like for some reason I get this island vibe. It's partly the snake and the iguana and the turtle. I feel like this was a life where you were male and you lived on an island. And you have these lovers here, right? You see the lovers? They're in this embrace. I feel like you were kind of very much in love. And I feel like this was a very happy life for some reason. I want to flip these charms and just see what these say. One says wisdom on top of the head of the cobra, which to me the cobra is usually like problems, right? That are sort of not really needing our attention. I mean, they need our attention. All problems need our attention. But to me, the rubber cobra is kind of like goofier problems, right? So to me, it's like those sort of things that maybe are mere annoyances or things that sort of annoy you. Your dreams are attainable. And then this one, Jesus Christ, this is a novel. This says, you get through the hardest journey and continue living. We need to get through the hardest journey and continue living. We need to take only one step at a time, but we must keep stepping. And it says Chinese proverb. So what I feel like this life is about is like, I feel like you were this really happy island dude. I'm not exactly sure why, but I think it's the turtle and stuff. But I feel like this was a very pleasurable life for you, Karen. I feel like you have the joy charm of the hummingbird. Oh, you have a Scrabble tile. I didn't even realize. Let me pull that. It's an E. Um, and I feel like this wisdom charm, even though it's flipped over and it's on the head of this this rubber snake, it kind of feels like to me what it's saying is like, don't sweat the small stuff. Like you didn't necessarily sweat the small stuff. Vishnu here feels like you were kind of connected to your own spirituality in this life. You felt very happy, very self. This red dice with the single one up on top of it makes me feel like you were very sort of, not only were you in love, right? Like I feel like you had a really good love in this life, but you also really loved and appreciated yourself in this life. Like life was easy in this period for you. I know that's hard to believe, right? Because we struggle with so much in this life. But to me, this life feels really blessed in a weird way. Also, you have the rose quartz, which is to me the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. So you lived from your heart a lot, and these like these ideas of just like your dreams are attainable. It just seems like you had this sort of like awareness about you that was very easy and very able to kind of enjoy the moment, the present moment. And I love that this wisdom charm is flipped over and on top of the head of this cobra, almost like you were smart enough that you didn't let the petty stuff get to you. You used your wisdom to kind of stop petty bullshit from getting like killing your vibe in a way. You also have the dirty porno theater coin, which I think is kind of cool because this speaks to sort of like your love of women. And like, I just feel like this was very much a life where you lived in your body. You enjoyed your body. You enjoyed sex. You enjoyed like the beach. You enjoyed the moment. You were alive and free. And that connected you spiritually, right? Like, it's not that you were religious per se, it was like you were connected spiritually. The lizard represents dreaming, and the hummingbird represents joy. But to me, also, the lizard takes me to this place of like island life in a way. And so I feel like, and it says here your dreams were attainable. So I think that your dreams, I kind of get this feeling that your dreams were attainable, but your dreams in this lifetime weren't very huge because I feel like you felt very content. Like these charms to me feel sort of fine, like with where they're at. This singular red dye to me feels like really okay with who it is and how it is. This is the grounding chakra stone. I don't feel like this has these word stones being flipped over because this is a past life. To me, it doesn't necessarily read as, oh, you couldn't attain your dreams. To me, it feels like you actually had a really positive attitude. The reason why these are turned over is like, oh, this life is past. So, you know, whatever dreams he had or she had during this lifetime, it's already past, so it doesn't matter. But you were very grounded too. Like you were very much centered, grounded in your wisdom. You didn't let shit get to you. It's almost like I think it might be the rubber snake, but to me it feels like you didn't sweat much. Like there's a lot of freedom to this life, a lot of ease. Like you just feel easy to me. Simple, but not like not complicated, you know? Like just this sort of easy, breezy, enjoying the moment, enjoying very physical, like with this grounding stone and these lovers, like you enjoyed sort of your body and the passion and the love that you had. I feel like you were well respected and appreciated, like you had a good attitude. Like people, I don't want to say like in the village, but I kind of feel like people in the village really liked you. Like you brought a smile to a lot of people's faces. But I also feel like wherever this is, because it does feel like an island to me, I feel like they were a happier people, right? Like life was simpler then. I don't even know, like you had wisdom, but I don't even know that there was like I feel like this was maybe a time when like people didn't necessarily have to go to school their whole life. You just sort of like learned life as you went, right? You had wisdom, but it was more like a sort of, it wasn't necessarily like a book wisdom. Like I wouldn't say like this feels like, this life feels like, I can't really quite pinpoint the time because it feels like not modern, but also not primitive, if that makes any sense at all. Like to me, it doesn't feel like you guys, like you went to, you know, even 12 years of school growing up, or it wasn't about that. It was about like you grew up, you loved your family, you enjoyed the moment. It was sort of like, to me, it's like paradise in a way. And you just exuded love. Like love with your partner, love of yourself, love of like to those around you. This was like the key to this life, was it was just all kind of surrounding love and joy and happiness and just feeling very connected to your spirit and grounded in that. And I think like the point of seeing this, or this being like your charming tonight, is maybe you need some of this in your space right now. Maybe you need to be reminded of this past life so that you can uh, uh, here's the link, Christina, so that you can remember to bring some of this energy forward, this ease that you had before. You've achieved it before in other lifetimes, so you can bring it back again. You were very kind in this life. I just get this really good vibe from these charms. Like to me, it feels like people really liked you. They appreciated you. You were trusted. You were well appreciated. And you were very blessed, like just in the simplicity of your life. People enjoyed you. Another E word, enjoy. I think that's it for this life. I hope that helps. Cool, I'm trying to get that back in this lifetime. Put the lime in the coconut, LOL, totally. That's kind of like how I feel, Karen. It feels like very, and also all of these green colored charms are very much about like just healing and being in nature, or the jungle, or like an island, like just this like easy breezy island life. Like you didn't even have to like worry about going to school as a kid or any of that. It was like, it was just different time, different perception. There was joy came so much easier. It was so much easier to focus on love and joy and just spread that. And I think that you did. You didn't even there were problems, right? But your problems were never very big. That's this rubber snake. Like to me, this rubber snake was like, oh, when problems would arise, we just use whatever like sort of wisdom we had to like stop them right there. You know, we had everything we needed. And if something got out of hand, or, you know, then, oh, well, that's how it is, kind of thing. You know, it's like not all caught up and upset. So I feel like this is a call back to, you know, your days of ease and enjoyment and bringing that energy in, my dear. I hope that. Okay. It's processing, whatever that means. All right, so do you want to take a picture of this, Karen? Because I'm going to move on to Tracy, if Tracy's still here. Past life for Tracy. All right, Tracy. Tracy, you're still here, right? Is the chat working, guys? There's not a lot of you in here. I only see 9 of you, so I don't know if the chat is still working. Can somebody? Yeah, it is. Okay. I will achieve this again. I am a kind person and people feel very comfortable around me. That's maybe some of the energy that you're bringing into this life from that life. Remember that. Spread that love. You took a screenshot. Awesome, Karen. Thank you. All right, Tracy, we will do your past life. Okay, I'm going to pull your Scrabble tiles. You have an A. You have an L. You have an R. You have an O. Is there anything else? No, that's it. All right, let me look at this. I don't know why you have the Eye of Horus, but I feel like what really draws my attention immediately is the dream catcher. I'm going to move this charm really quick. See the dream catcher there? And it's funny that you have faith right next to it. I feel like this is a Native American life. I don't know if you know much about Native American culture, but to me this feels very much like a Native American life because of this dream catcher. And you have this faith sign next to it, right? And then you have this seal of Metatron on top of it, which speaks to that idea of faith. Like you were really protected in this life is what I feel like. Again, you led with your heart. This Eye of Horus, to me, this is more Egyptian, right? But it makes me think of tribal. That's why I feel more drawn towards this this dream catcher in the sense of Native American. I don't know if you have a natural draw towards Native Americans and that sort of culture, but you might have an affinity for that. The sunflower also makes me feel like that in the sense that, like, you know, the prairies and sort of that open space of, like, say, I don't know, North America before it was, you know, before the white man came and fucked everything up, sort of, so to speak. There was a piece there, right? And we have this clear quartz crystal. I just want to look and see what's underneath here. We have the scuba diver and the Aquarius sign, right? Sorry, it's going out of focus because of my hand. We have the Aquarius sign. Oh, Arlo. I just noticed. It could be Arlo. That's a name. I don't know if that would mean anything, but... All right, so anyways, and let me see what these say. This says hope. And this says, with an attitude of gratitude, your good can only increase. All right, so when I look at this life, I also feel like you were male. I feel like you were very protected. I feel like you might have been like a Native American sort of. I also feel like this heart and this Eye of Horus says to me that you might have been some sort of Native American healer or like a doctor of some sort. Also with the quartz crystal and the scuba diver, because the scuba diver kind of to me is this idea of like deep diving into the subconscious, and I think that like you were a healer in that way. That's why you were so protected and your faith was so strong in this lifetime. And you had the knowledge and the heart to sort of heal others through maybe like helping them. Not that there was necessarily that you were, I don't want to say that you were a psychiatrist, but you knew how to sort of mend the mind, mend the emotions in a way. It's also with this water bearer energy, right? Aquarius is the element of air, right? And the intellect, but it's also the water bearer. So it almost feels like maybe within your tribe, you were not a psychiatrist, but you used to fix the ailments of people when they were, maybe, I wouldn't say that they had depression then. I don't know. Like, it's hard to explain because to me it feels like it was tribal. It was, like sort of Native American culture. So I wouldn't call it like, when we say the word depression, that has so much like sort of connotation to what we experience in today's world. But I feel like you were the mender of minds in your tribe. You were sort of, and your faith and your protection, you were protected by the angels, really. This is the seal of Metatron. Like, the work that you did was like intense work in healing people's sort of deeper psyches, healing their pain and creating peace for them, creating hope for them. And this sunflower to me not only takes me to like the plains of North America, right? But it also reminds me of sort of like that idea of the sun or the light and the energy and the power that that gives, like the life-giving energy that that gives. And so I feel like you were sort of in tune with that too. You brought that with you in this life. The crystal to me is like a clarity or an energy also. And it's pointing directly at all of this, like sort of, to me, what feels like shamanic. But shamanic takes me, I guess shamanic would be also Native American. I need to brush up on my terms. I think of shamanic being more like South American in a way, right? This to me, this sunflower sort of takes me more to like the plains of North America. So I don't know if there were, I guess there must have been North American shamans. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit ignorant on that score. I think of shamanic work as being more in the jungles and that sort of thing. But this to me feels more like you were maybe a plains dweller, but you were still very much a healer. You had like this sort of knowledge. This Eye of Horus to me makes me think that it was like ancient knowledge within your tribe that you carried or was passed on from say healer to healer or shaman to shaman, and you were fucking protected, like no joke. And I really think that you were able to go deep in healing people in ways that were very profound for the time. And that was because underneath this, you have this strong faith, this strong intellect, this strong heart, this strong knowledge. And all of it was like almost being guided by the angels or by a higher intelligence. You were definitely connected, keyed in, tuned in, maybe even at a deep subconscious level. And again, I think you were very grateful. You had a good attitude. Like, you feel like you had a good disposition. I feel like in this life, you lived to a very like old age, I feel like. Because I see like white hair. Like, I feel like you got to like, I almost see you like wearing like a white robe and white hair towards the end of your life. And I feel like you weren't afraid when you passed. You knew what was waiting for you on the other side. You had that faith, you had that bond, you had that connection, that peace. You knew that what was there on the other side. You had helped so many people in this world or in this plane that you had no fear of going to the other side. It was like, to you, it was. I just get the sense that you knew, like, you were very much in communion with like your angelic guides, your spirit. So to me, I'm just kind of looking at this. It's just interesting to me. You were just really keyed in this life. Even though it was like sort of, it wasn't, how do I want to say it? Like, it was back in a time before I want to say like before the white man was even in North America. I don't know what time we hit. I need to do more homework on my history. If I'm going to continue doing these past life readings, I need to know my history better. But I sort of feel like this was a time, again, like similar to how Karen's was, where it was island. Like, in some ways, things were simpler then, right? Things were easier. People just had an ease about them. There was less stresses. But what stresses there were, you were able to bring peace to people. You were able to help them. You used your heart and your knowledge and all of that to bring hope and peace to people. And you were like a ray of light to people. We have ancestry, American Indian with African American. Great, 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 great grandfather came to Australia in the 1850s after slavery. Amazing. Always been drawn to American Indian history. Oh my God, that's crazy. Because I feel like, Tracy, this dream catcher, which is underneath the Metatron. To me, the seal of Metatron, you would think that would be what's pulling my attention. It's not. It's the dream catcher that's hidden underneath that tells me that this is Native American. And then the faith next to it with the crystal pointing right at it, like saying like, yes, bitch, energize this one right here. And then it all being protected by this seal of Metatron. It's like, girl, you were doing some work in the fields. You were not kidding. And the water bearer, to me, like the Aquarian energy is like this idea of like that element of air, intelligence, the intellect. Also, the water bearer is like, you know, bringing sustenance, right? And I also think about, oh God, all of those issues with that water, with that tribe, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. Can you guys, what's the name of the tribe that we just that is still dealing with all of those problems with the water right now? He came from North Carolina. That's wild, Tracy. So, why can I not think of, Standing Rock? Is it Standing Rock? Oh my God, I can't remember. But this makes me think of that also, this water bearer, because of those issues that we've been facing with, you know, with them running that oil pipeline through that tribe's land. And so that Aquarian energy too also makes me think about that and how they've been, how that oil has now affected their water supply. Like that oil pipeline burst, like they said it was going to, and nobody listened. Somebody asked, hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching the chat because I was looking at the charms. Somebody asked, Ashley asked, is this only past life readings tonight, or what other types? I can do charm readings on anything, Ashley. On past life, on money, love, career, whatever you feel like. You just give me a word and I charm it. Sorry guys, I was just closing down windows. So Tracy, does that make sense? I don't know, like, if your name was Arlo. I don't know if Arlo means anything. I don't know if Arlo is a name. It makes me sometimes, I want to say like Halo, like we just lost the H, you know? But I don't know. Arlo's the only word. And this is also a 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, the numbers on the Scrabble tiles. So 4s always represent, like in tarot and stuff, they represent stability, like the 4 legs on a table, where 8s are balanced to me. So I feel like you are the stability for a lot of people in your tribe. Spiritual and sort of like healing wise too. This heart also. Like you had a very big, wonderful heart that you used to help heal others. Thank you, Tracy. I'm interested to know, that's kind of, oh, good night, Sean. Sorry that it's putting you to sleep. It's kind of like Michael Myers on Xanax. To me, it's like the theme song from Halloween, but if you took a Xanax first. It's actually to open your pineal gland. It's like, I want to say 932 megahertz or something like that. Actually, that song is called Pineal Gland. Oh, good. I'm glad you took a pic. Sorry, I started to clear that off before. All right, guys, is there anybody else? Is Mary here by chance? If nobody else wants a charming, then I'm going to sign off. Because I could go make dinner and stuff. If nobody's interested in purchasing a charming. I'm so glad that I got you guys. Karen and Tracy, you guys will get one in March too. So stop by a charming anytime in March because you guys are subscribed to the Patreon page at the 33 level. You guys are entitled to a free charming each month. So until we get like a bigger group of people, then we'll have an actual charming event for that group of people once a month. A charming is when I take charms and I throw them out onto the board, Melissa, like this, and then I read them. I'll tell you like what I see, what they make me feel, where I think the energy is, that sort of thing. So that's how charmings work. It's charming. I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel of past charmings if you wanted to watch them. Pamela Gmail, am I? Where are you? Are you asking me where was I in that charming or where am I located? I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. I'm sorry. Thank you, Kelly. I think you're telling me to have safe travels. Yeah, I don't know that it's new, Melissa. It's kind of like the old throwing of the bones in a way, but with the charms, it's more fun. There's like all sorts of stuff in this box. There's like Scrabble tiles, dice, little metal charms that represent different things to me. And when they come down on the board, they create a story, and it's similar to like reading, like say a tarot card, or it's just a different form of divination. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I will. I know. I gotta leave tomorrow. Oh, that's right. I gotta still do the 29th and the 1st tonight. Ugh. I gotta get that done and uploaded. Oh, Jesus. I can't forget to do that. Actually, you guys, if nobody's gonna buy any, then I am going to go do that, actually, because I need to get that done before I fly tomorrow. At least get it loaded up onto the computer, and then I can upload it to YouTube while I'm in New Jersey. Thank you, Karen. Thank you very much. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm going to switch cameras. I'm going to go, you guys, because I do need to film those 2 days worth of readings. So, now that I think about it, I should get that done while I'm still have a little bit of energy left. If nobody is interested in purchasing a charming, I should get that done. So I will see you guys. There will not be a charming on Friday night because I'll be traveling. I'll be back on the evening of the 29th. So there won't be anything going on then either. Just me coming home. But that's it. All right. So thank you, Lisa. I will have a safe trip. Thank you. Thank you for those of you that let me charm you tonight. And you guys come back for your March charmings. If you guys want to support the channel, you can please go over to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. If you would like the business page, I'd greatly appreciate it. You'll be notified when I go live again. I do free card pull nights on Tuesdays usually. So barring that I remember to do them. But I do those on Tuesday nights. And then... yeah, if I do private readings, if you're interested in a private reading, you can message me at the Facebook business page, or you can direct message me at Instagram at Engelgeist333. The Patreon page is the same name, Engelgeist333. So you can go there and join Patreon. There's the daily forecasts come out there early, a day early. Or there's also at different levels you get different, like, you know, pick a cards and readings and stuff that are only available at Patreon. So yeah, it's almost my birthday, exactly. Getting old. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Have a good night, okay? Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys all soon. All right? Bye-bye.